Hello students, welcome to the video lecture 4 of the chapter Magnetism and Matter. Today's topic to be discussed are electrostatics analog and Gauss law of magnetostatics. Let us begin with today's topic. The electrostatics analog. Analog means comparable. So here we are going to compare magnetostatics with electrostatics. So let us begin. The properties of magnetic dipole is similar to an electric dipole. So to find it out, we shall try to replace some of the equations with their similar comparable quantities in magnetostatics. So here we shall begin from electric field to be replaced with magnetic field. Further, we are going to replace electric dipole moment P with magnetic dipole moment M, and the proportionality constant 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught will be replaced with mu naught divided by 4 pi. So we are going to do this replacement in the electrostatic equations and we'll figure out whether they will yield us the magnetostatic equations or not. So let us try it. So here we have electrostatics column and magnetostatics column. So let us try to take the first equation of axial field for a short dipole, that is electric field on the axial line will be equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p divided by r cube. So here we have to replace E with B, and 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught will be replaced with mu naught divided by 4 pi, and P will be replaced with M. So we get B axial is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi 2m divided by r cube, which is the equation what we have got in case of magnetism. Similarly, if we check for equatorial field, we get it to be E equatorial is equal to minus 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught P divided by r cube. So after replacement, we have an equation in the magnetism, that is B is equal to minus mu naught divided by 4 pi m divided by r cube, which is already derived in our context. Similarly, if we find it for torque on a dipole, we have tau is equal to P cross E in electrostatics. Then in magnetism, after replacement, we can see that tau is equal to M cross B, which is very comparable with the electrostatics concept. And in case of potential energy, we have equation in electrostatics as U is equal to minus P dot E, and in magnetism we have a similar one, that is U is equal to minus M dot B. So we see that all the quantities in electrostatics are comparable to magnetism, that is analog to magnetism. So let us now take a note which gives us the magnetic field due to magnetic pole of pole strength Qm. B equals to mu naught divided by 4 pi Qm divided by r square, which is similar to the electric field due to a charge Q in electrostatics, that is E equals to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by r square. So this is about the electrostatics analog. And let us try to take the next topic, that is Gauss law of magnetostatics, or we can also say it as Gauss law in magnetism. Let us take the statement for this law. The statement follows: the net magnetic flux through any closed surface is 0. That is summation B dot delta S equals 0. B dot delta S is a scalar product. Summation of this scalar product gives us 0. So here B dot delta S is the magnetic flux. The above equation tells us that the number of magnetic field lines leaving any surface is balanced by the number of magnetic field lines entering the surface. To understand it very clearly, let us consider a small area vector delta S of a closed surface S, as shown here in the figure. Let us place this in a uniform magnetic field B. Now let us try to take a unit vector n cap such that it is perpendicular to delta S and makes an angle theta with the magnetic field B. Then we can write the magnetic flux passing through the surface delta S as delta phi B is equal to B dot delta S. Since it is a dot product, we can write it to be B delta S cos theta. We have written the magnetic flux to be delta phi B. Reason is phi B represents magnetic flux. We have already studied in our electrostatics concept phi, which gives electric flux. Just to avoid the confusion, we are trying to take magnetic flux as phi B. Moving ahead, now to find the net magnetic flux phi B through the surface S, we can do is summation. Phi B is equal to summation over the complete area will give us summation of B dot delta S. According to the Gauss law, this is equal to 0. So in simple, we can write it to be phi B is equal to summation B delta S cos theta equals to 0. So this equation suggests us that there is no existence of magnetic monopoles. That means there do not exist a single pole. So we cannot have only a north pole nor only a south pole, but they exist together. That means the most elementary magnetic element will be a magnetic dipole or else a current loop. Thus we cannot have any monopoles in the universe. Thank you students. See you in the next video lecture.